Welcome to Endless Watch. For today, let's talk about the new decade. Rather, the first shows coming in the first month of the new decade. That's right, we are talking about January 2020's first shows coming out. I'm listing the best shows that I'm excited about for 2020, at least for the January of 2020, and that the shows that I would want you to look at and kind of get excited about as well. Number 10 is kind of a bonus round for me because I combined 3 different shows into one number, since for the most part, most cable shows don't get credit on these lists. So for number 10, I'm putting Deputy, FBI Most Wanted, and 911 Lone Star as the number 10 trio. For number 9, I'm looking at Medical Police. For anyone who watched Children's Hospital, basically the same characters solve cases and...
Yeah, what is going on?
Excuse me, you know where I could find some cool quarter?
Oh, we'll have to move him. We gotta be careful not to wake him.
Great job.
We have Sex Education. It's getting out on January the 17th. This is the second season. For anyone who watched the first season, parent who is a sex therapist, and through all of that, he picks up a few tricks and basically becomes a therapist himself. So we get to see him help out his high school friends. But the downside to it is the fact that his mom is a sex therapist. Basically, this causes problems for him in the bedroom. Well, so he has sexual issues himself. But he hates dealing with that, so he just decides to help out everyone else.
It was awesome.
My number 7 is Avenue 5. This is coming onto HBO. The first season is coming out on January the 19th. It's going to be an episode a week. It comes from Armando Iannucci. We don't really know a lot about Avenue 5 aside from the fact that it's set in space. Same creators as VIP, so it's bound to be funny. It stars Hugh Laurie.
If there are people to blame, they shall be blamed. I know nothing of the day-to-day goings-on. That has literally nothing to do with Herman Judd, okay?
Bit of an update. The 3 injured passengers no longer injured.
At last, bit of good news.
No. They're dead.
Probably should have led with that, Billy.
Right.
So for anyone who enjoys Doctor Who, this is a Doctor Who specialty, mainly tied to the fact that it's Stephen Moffat who created this. I'm talking about Dracula. Dracula is my number 6 on this list. It follows the main character Dracula, well, the vampire basically, and his origins in Eastern Europe. And basically it's his fight with Van Helsing's descendants, and we see his story.
All you have to do is invite me in.
And number 5, we look at the chilling adventures of Sabrina. That's right, the witch is back. And this time, they are going to hell. This time, we see Sabrina and the gang going to hell to basically rescue Sabrina's boyfriend.
I can choose to be afraid of my powers, or I can use them.
For number 4, we are looking at Curb Your Enthusiasm. Season 10. Season 10 is coming out on January the 19th.
Hey! Flowers, balloons, Larry David, what could be better? Can I give you a little tip? If you're gonna confront somebody, it's better to do it with pants on. It's hard to take a person seriously wearing shorts.
Number 3, we have The Outsider on HBO. So this follows Stephen King's bestseller, The Outsider. Basically, it's a whodunit type story. It's an investigation into a murder of a young boy, but then something, as always, supernatural comes in and takes them into all these different directions, and we get to see the story develop.
Terry murdered a child. Everything he does after that is like he's begging us to catch him.
What kind of criminal does that?
In the bonus round, we have Shrill.
I know you get that picture.
A great essayist. I would love to offer you an internship, though I should mention it's unpaid.
That sounds so nice. I just also need money.
For number one, we are looking at the new Pop. For anyone who remembers, in 2016, The Young Pop was released with Jude Law as the Pop. As you all remember, for The Young Pop, the last episode ends with the Young Pop Jude Law collapsing and leaving everything uncertain for us. So the whole premise of the new Pop is we have this new guy, and then the young Pop, the one who collapsed and wakes up, he finds this new Pop on the helm, and now it's kind of the relationship between the two. It's getting out on January the 13th.
Father, I have to tell you something. Lenny Bellardo has woken up.
What is to be done?
Dad, who is the Pope now?